Hello and welcome to another episode on our Every Animal Run here in Elm Creek. And would you believe me if I told you this was my fourth time trying to record this? Yeah. I recorded it once, got to the middle of February, and my power went out. So I started again, got to the middle of April, was about to finish the episode, power went out again, lost both of those videos, tried again. Same thing happened in February again. So, this is take 4. There will be lots of cuts on my end, just making sure things are saving as we go, so that we do not lose the file again. But anyways, since the last episode, things have changed a little bit. As you can see, we have more money, and that is mainly due to 2 reasons. The first one is we went ahead and maxed out our loan. The reason we went ahead and maxed out our loan is because Farm Sim 25 is less than 2 weeks away now, and we are so close to being done with our Every Animal Run. We have just the pigs left to get, and I decided that we should just take out the loan and get what we need for the pigs, and then if we have time before Farm Sim 25 comes out, we'll pay off the loan and all that stuff. But figured we'd just take the money that we have available to us to try to progress things as quickly as possible. And then the second reason is because I've lost January completely. I did the milk selling in January, but I have no video of it because that got corrupted and my game had already saved up to February. So I sold the milk in January, and we decided that we were going to keep track of how much money we make this year total. So in January, we've made $68,000 off of our milk, and so we fast forwarded to February, and we don't have anything to sell in February, but we went ahead and got our cotton field planted. We got our grass field limed and fertilized, and then we've just topped off everything that needs topped off for the animals and emptied out everything that needs emptied out so that we can fast forward hopefully a couple months without having to stop unless we have to sell anything. So I believe that is everything we need to do. Let me check this, make sure I've got everything emptied. Milk, slurry. Yeah. So that should be everything we need to do for February. Let's go to March. Alright, it is March, and the only thing we have to do in the month of March is sell our honey. We have been saving it, but we've got nearly a full truck load, and I figured we might as well sell it on this month, or on this year, where we're trying to see how much money we can make off of our farm. So we've got 16,000 liters that we are taking up to the cereal factory, because right now they're at a good price there, and we'll see how much we make off of that. One thing I did think was kind of interesting that I didn't know before, when I sold the milk in January, I actually had to go to all 3 selling locations. I started off at the bakery, which I knew that they only took a limited amount, and then I went to the dairy because it was the next best price, and they got full, and I actually did not know that the dairy could get full of milk. I thought it was unlimited, but apparently I was wrong. So we ended up selling the rest to Johnson's Farmers Market, which I'm pretty sure Johnson's Farmers Market is unlimited, but I was wrong about the dairy, so could be wrong about that as well. But at any rate, we got it all sold. I just had several different numbers written down trying to keep track of how much we made off of all of it. I just thought that was interesting. So if you were wondering, now you know. Also, I would like to mention that I think it's brilliant that the cereal factory is right beside the dairy. Whoever designed that makes perfect sense. Location, location, location. Milk and cereal, perfect combo. Good thinking. I'm a fan of that decision. Alright, so let's see. Where is the selling point for the cereal factory? There it is. Let's see if we can get this all as one number to make it easier for me. It's a little hard to see, but I think we're getting it all. Yep. 32 and 4, so 36. We'll call it 37,000. Perfect. 37,000 from the honey. That's not a bad amount. I mean, usually when we sell it, just what we make in that year, it's a pretty small number. But saving it up like that, it's kind of nice. Get a bigger number at least. Alright, well, that should be all we have to do in March. So let's go ahead and fast forward to April. April is going to be a big month. Actually, one second. Let's get an AI worker driving this back home before we fast forward. I want to look at something. Alright, he's going. Let's take a look at what they have to say about pigs, so we have an idea of what our next steps need to be. So it says food: corn, wheat, barley, canola, sunflower, soybean, potato, sorghum, and sugar beets. Wow, that's a lot of food. A lot of options. I assume it's going to be like the horses, where it's like a percentage of each like category of those foods, but we'll see. All right, let's read. In Farming Simulator, there are different breeds. The only difference is visual, okay? When it comes to providing for pigs, they are the most time-consuming animal because you need to feed them a variety of crops you need to grow yourself. As an alternative, you can buy pig food, which is, of course, more expensive in the long run. Okay, I mean, that's good to know that we can do that, and it doesn't sound like there's a penalty for it. They might be slightly less productive if you use the pig feed instead, but we'll see when we get them. Okay? To maintain the health of your pigs, provide them with the right mix of feed. You just unload the pig food or each crop at the unloading area of the pigstry. You don't need to use a mixing wagon, which is required for cows. Okay, that's cool. It sounds like it's kind of like our feeding robot, where you just put it all in and it mixes it for you. That's good. Okay, and then here at the bottom says base, either corn or sorghum. Grain, either wheat or barley. Protein, either soybeans, canola, or sunflower. And a root crop, either potatoes or sugar beets. Okay. So the root crop will be the most challenging. Everything else we should have, like, everything we need, except for some fields. So I think we will probably go with sorghum, wheat, canola, and a root crop, probably potatoes. Sorghum, wheat, canola, and potatoes. So the reason I'm looking at this is I want to make sure we don't fast forward past when we're supposed to plant these things. So let's see. Potatoes are this month or next. We might wait till next month just to get more money from the clothing. Canola isn't until August. Okay, that's good. Wheat isn't until September. No problem there. And sorghum is next month. Okay, cool. So we can wait till next month when we sell the clothing to buy that land and the cedar and stuff. So let's see, what land do we want to buy? It sounds like we want 3 more fields. And I want to keep it down here in this area, obviously. Wait, this is 3 fields. Oh, that's perfect. We could put wheat, sorghum, canola, and potatoes down here. Sweet. So I think that's the one we'll probably go with. Again, we'll wait until next month to do it. Yeah, might as well. Alright, I think that's everything we need to do. Let's check on all of our animals, make sure they all have food. Food, good, good. Good, yeah, that can go another month. And good. 100%. Perfect. Then let's go ahead and fast forward to April and see where, oh man, sounds like we've got a lot to do in April actually. It is April, which like I said means there is a lot to do this month. First thing we're going to do though is sell our clothing so we can start spending some money. Definitely going to buy those fields. Probably going to have to buy a plow to get the fields in a position where we can plant them. And we're going to have to look at buying the seeder and a potato planter of some sort. And all kinds of things. We've got lots of money to spend. So let's make some. Let's see how much we get from this. Hopefully we can get it all in one number since we're trying to keep track. Keep going, keep going. There we go. 68, 7, and 87. 68, 7, and 87. Awesome. Well, let's get back to the farm, get some things started before we start spending money. We've got a lot of things we need to get started. Alright, one thing we want to get started is grass mowing. So we get, hold on, let's make sure we've got our swaths back on. Let's switch to that one. Yeah, we want our swath back on. Swath dropping, perfect. Okay, so we'll get that guy going. And get this guy liming, and then obviously he'll have to do herbicide as well. But one thing at a time. And there we go. Got him going. And now I think we're ready to buy some cows. Or not cows, pigs. Yeah, let's get this cleared out real quick, just while I'm here. I'm sure we'll have the truck up here at some point. Very soon. Let's get this up here. And now let's look at the pigs so we can figure out what we need. We got $1.4 million, which is a lot. Hopefully it's enough to get us everything we need. I'm not sure though. Oh my goodness. This thing is huge. Can we zoom out? Yeah, let's zoom out. Dang. Okay. Well, I think we'll want it up here again because the land is flatter up here. I want to make sure there's enough room to drive around. Man, this thing can hold 270 pigs. That's crazy. Let's do it. We're ready. Alright, first thing we're going to do is we'll take a look at this, make sure we don't need to do any terraforming. Man, this thing is big. Looks good though. Shouldn't need to do any terraforming. So there's where we drop off stuff. It says they do take straw as well. Okay, good to know. Oh, here's where we drop off stuff. Oh, is that where slurry came out? Yeah, I think that's where slurry comes out. Alright. Cool. So let's buy some pigs. Might as well. We'll just use the pig food for now. So every animal run, we're gonna have to get everything, or at least some of it, all of them. Wow, 34,000 every time we click these buttons. That's crazy. How about we do 30 more of each? Hey, look at that math. Perfect. So now we have pigs. Look at them. We officially have every animal in Farming Simulator 22. That is awesome. Alright, so let's see what it says about their food now. Pigs, pigs, pigs. Okay, yeah, so base food 25%. And then grain, protein, and root crop. Okay. Good to know. And they do take straw. They produce slurry. I believe they produce manure too, it said. So we might have to get a manure pit over here as well. But that's fine. It's no big deal. Alright, well let's buy some pig food. Might as well. Big bags. There is a lot of them. I'll probably just go ahead and start off with 16. Sure. Now, before we get feeding them, let's buy some land too. Just spend a bunch of money. Oh, wrong button. Farmland. Alright. 57. It's 319,000. Not too bad for 3 fields. And then let's go ahead and buy our soil information. Okay. And let's go see what's on the fields. This one is oats. We weren't going to do oats, so we'll probably plow that. This one is canola. We are going to do canola, so we can leave that one. And what's this one? Nothing. Okay. So we'll probably do canola there, obviously. Probably do potatoes here on our smallest one, because I think... Let's look at this. Yeah, root crop is only 5%. So we'll do our root crop, the potatoes there. This one will probably be sorghum. And then we'll keep that big one, the wheat, so that we can get a good amount of straw off of it. Cool. I think that's a good plan. So we'll need to plow this. And that one's already plowed. And this one's good to go, but we need to fertilize it. Okay. There is no weeds. That's good. So just need to fertilize it. Alright. Well, then let's see. You're busy. Where's that tractor? Here we go. Detach. Alright, let's get this guy up to the shop and pick up a plow. Alright, we got our brand new plow. We went ahead and bought this because I believe you have to plow after you do potatoes anyways, so we're gonna need one. Went ahead and bought it. We still have $714,000. So right now everything is being used. Both our tractors and everything, our lime fertilizer, spreader. So we'll go ahead and get all this stuff picked up and start feeding our cows until we have a tractor available to do some more stuff. Not our cows, our pigs. You know what I mean. Alright, got our 16 bags of food. I'll go ahead and get these put in, but I wanted to see if it was going to make them any less efficient. Okay, so it doesn't look like it because it's showing the total capacity, but then it's also showing numbers in each of those categories. So it looks like this should be fully effective, and there's no like negative to doing it this way, except for the fact that you're spending more money than if you were producing it on your own. So cool. We'll get all this done. And why did that pig just teleport out of the pasture? Yeah, you better phase back through there. Good night. Anyways, we'll get them fed and we'll get back to working on those fields. Alright, we still haven't finished feeding the pigs. Still got some bags to dump in there. But this guy needed our help finishing up. And then we'll get him started on the herbiciding. And before we switch to the herbicide, I think somebody else needs our help too. Yeah. You're not supposed to be in our neighbor's field. You're supposed to be over here cutting our grass. Good help is hard to find these days. There we go. Alright, now you're done. And we shouldn't need to plow anything else except for that little piece that you missed, it looks like. There we go. Get this guy parked, and let's go buy a seeder. Alright, we have got our brand new seeder, and we still have $492,000, which is awesome. Actually, way better than I thought we were going to be. And now, just to remind myself, which one are we planting right now? Sorghum and potatoes, if we can figure out a potato situation. Alright, sorghum. So let's get this changed to sorghum. Okay. Unfold that. And get you lined up here. Cool, we finished our mowing. And go plant. Got some rocks we need to take care of eventually. I'm not going to mess with it this year, but cool. Go into a dark green color. So we'll let those guys keep going, and then before we get back to that, let's change you to herbicide and get you spraying this field. Alright, got a bit of the headland done on this. I think enough that the AI should be able to do it mostly. We'll let them try their best. And let's get this guy detached from this stuff. And maybe let's look at potato planting stuff. Alright, when it comes to potatoes, it looks like you have two options. 3 meters or 6 meters. It's a lot of money, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. We have a bit of money right now. We'll lease a harvester if we have to. For one thing, the root crop is only 5% of what the pigs need. Plus, we're giving it a little bit of a head start with the pig food. I feel like we might have enough to last us for a while after just one harvest. So we might just lease it and then maybe look at buying one when we have to plant it again. But honestly, I don't think that's going to happen before Farm Sim 25 comes out. So we'll go ahead and buy this and be happy with that decision. And also, I just realized this tractor is almost out of gas and needs repaired. So we'll repair this before we go back to the field. Alright, we got this guy all repaired up, refueled, ready to go. He cost $20,000 to repair. So not super cheap, but definitely needed to be done. Did not expect this to fold out like that. Alright. Let's see if we can get this lined up nicely. Not really. Let's try to catch that edge a little better. Looks like he is done planting our sorghum. Alright, let's hire that. And there you go. The potato planting is really cool looking. Alright, I think that's where we're going to have to go ahead and call this episode, though. We accomplished a lot, got our last animal in Farm Sim 22. Now the only thing left to do is make sure we have a farm that can sustain all of these animals. We're well on our way. I'm not even 100% sure what all else we need, but we'll figure it out in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.